Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name's Landon and here we play Jank. And today I'm showing off a work in progress, but I feel like it's on the edge and maybe the community can help me with this. This is what I'm calling Burn Cannon because it's Volcanion EX with the ability Scalding Steam, where you can once per turn just make your opponent's active Pokemon burned. And then we've got the Scorching Cyclone attack that does 160. Then you move energy from Volcanion to a benched Pokemon. So I like that it kind of saves energy in case Volcanion gets knocked out, but it's not too much energy it's moving, so it's an easy just attach one next turn if it doesn't get knocked out. We are playing Magmortar to increase that burn damage by 3 for each Magmortar that we have out. So if we have all 3 Magmortar out, we are dealing 110 damage on burn during Pokemon checkup. So if they flip tails, that's another 110. It's unlikely for us to get that many Magmortar out. We have to be extremely lucky. But yeah, we are playing Squawkabilly EX as well in order to try to get a better start. And we are playing Fezandipiti EX to have some draw later on. Energy, simple. 9 fire. Next. Trainers. Alright, here are the trainers. Now I do have 4 Switch in here because we're playing very high retreat cost Pokemon. I figure 4 Switch is going to be needed. 3 Ultra Ball, 2 Iris's Fighting Spirit to have some draw there, you know. 3 Brock Scouting because we're so focused on such bulky Pokemon. Things like Buddy Puffin are just a no-go, right? So Brock Scouting is a better way to get basics out, in my opinion. We got 4 Mela. That might be too much because you can only use it when one of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn. Meaning you can only use it under certain circumstances, but it does attach a fire energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon and let you drop until you have 6 cards. That's a lot, you know, and that's going to be that it's a lot. So it's a big benefit for that small restriction. We got 4 copies of Jamming Tower. That way tools cannot be used by both us or my opponent. We plan for it though. We've got 2 copies of Iono, 1 copy of Turo in case something survives and we can pick it up and negate our opponent from getting a knockout. 2 copies of Black Belt's Training to try to fix some math. 1 copy of Prime Catcher as our ace spec of choice. Really, this is just, I don't know. This could also be Unfair Stamp. It could be a lot of things. I went with Prime Catcher because I think Gusting is really good, but we also still have 2 Boss's Orders, so we effectively had 3 Gus, and we can get knockouts, so yeah. We got 3 copies of Super Rod, because when a Volcanion gets knocked out, there goes fire energy with it, and we need more fire energy, and yeah. 4 copies of Professor's Research, might be a little overkill. 1 copy of Pal Pad to reuse some of our supporters, and we always have challenges to play 1 Pal Pad, so I threw it in here. 3 copies of Nest Ball, and 2 copies of Boss's Orders. This is Burn Cannon, and let's go ahead, jump into a match with it. Oof. This is a work in progress, like I said, but, you know, I'm turning to the community to ask you all, what can I do better with it? Is there something that I'm missing? Let me know in the comments. There's a coin flip. We get tails. That means we can go first. Do you want to go first? I think we do. I think we do. I understand going second to avoid the Badoo item lock, but yeah. Oh, we get Squawk. That's good. But we will have to discard quite a bit here because of that Squawk. They're playing a water deck? Oh no. Oh no. We're in trouble. This is just bad. So instead of Jamming Tower, maybe I should be playing Protective Goggles because this is just a loss for us. Like, I really don't see a way for us to win. If we do, though, that would be pretty cool. Plus, we get to burn them turn 1, and that's fun. You know, that is if they set up. they don't just concede right now or get kicked out due to, inactivity. I forgot to bring my phone out here. Hope everything's okay inside. They have mulligan twice. We get 2. Okay. This is looking like a better and better hand. Snorunt and Feroki. Mela. Okay. Let's rip it. Alright. We do have Super Rod. We can just recover 2 fire energy that we lost. Scalding Steam. And enter. Now this Snorunt, if they get the Frostlass out, that is quite scary. Tails! Sweet! So we have the chance to knock out the Snorunt before they have the chance to evolve. That is if they don't switch, if they don't retreat, right? So that's pretty sweet for us. TM Evo, dang, if only we got Jamming Tower. We play it for a reason. But do they have energy? They got 5 cards in their hand. What are they going to do? Up, there's the energy. So they can evolve this Feroki up. Yep, and that's all that they do. Cool, cool, cool. I think we're going to Iono this turn. Depends. If we top deck a fire energy, we don't have to Iono, but I think we're going to. Yeah, I think we're going to have to. So we will go ahead, Scalding Steam. And then we will go ahead and... Oh, I could pick up Squawkabilly with Turo, but no, we're going to Iono. Sure, it gives them a bigger hand, but... Oh, cool. They did the frustrated emoji thingy. So, yeah, we're looking good. And we will grab Magmar. Solely based off the fact that they did that frustrated emoji thingy. And we get our first KO without even attacking. Heck yes. Love it. Super odd. Alright. We got Magmar here. We got Magmortar. We'll probably just end up Professor researching, I think. As long as they don't have, like, Greninja. Or it's the fighting type Greninja. We'll be able to attack next turn. It really depends. They're playing water energy, so I assume it's a water Greninja. Isn't there a water and a fighting? So, yeah. So... Alright, here comes Artisan. Earthen Vessel. If they're not capitalizing off of Jamming Tower, like, how badly do they need another basic, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking. They discarded Rare Candy on Earthen Vessel. That's interesting. That's very interesting to me. So they do get this. Oh, coin flip and I might be paralyzed. That won't be good. That's just extra damage they can stack onto Volcanion. They got another Snorunt out. We can get another Magmar with this Artisan. Ouch. Please, tails? Dang it. Of course. Of course it would be heads. And we do play 4 switch. Maybe we could double switch here. There's a single switch. Oh boy. We're going to Super Rod back in some energy. We're going to Artisan out another Magmar. Because that's the only basic that we can with Artisan. And if I switch... This is such a risk. It is such a risk, but come on. Double switch, double switch, double switch! And a fire energy. Very nice. Oh my gosh. So let's switch back. Bring up Volcanion. I'm going to Ultra Ball away 1, 2 to get another Volcanion to start moving energy to. Volcanion. And... I mean, we might as well, right? We might as well Scalding Steam, even though we can just go ahead and get this knockout. Move 1 fire energy to that Volcanion. We do have Mela, so if this Volcanion gets knocked out, we are able to... Oh, and another Magmar! Oh man, our burn damage is going to be insane. If they knock out this Volcanion, we can Mela another fire energy onto this Volcanion and draw up and hopefully get another. There's a Frostlass. Dang it. Gosh dang it. We could Prime Catcher it into the active, but we don't have an attacker right now, which is scary. And if they just pass turn, yeah, we won't have an attacker. They conceded! Whew, boy. That was the deck. I feel like that was a bad representation of the deck, especially since it was going to be in their favor. I think. It was definitely in their favor. They were playing water Pokemon, you know? So, should we play another? Let's play another. Why not? Why not? Alright. Let's see what we get. Tails. Tails never fails. Told ya. Tails never fails. Do you want to go first? Yes. Yes, I do. I just like going first. In most of the TCG is just better to go first, you know? But we do mulligan. That's too bad. They are playing Charizard sleeves. Do you think they're playing Charizard EX? That's a question. That is definitely a question that I have. I can't even start making plans right now because this opening hand is not going to be our opening hand. So. Alright, let's mulligan. We only mulligan once, that's good. And we get Volcarona, or Volcanion, sorry. Volcarona is a different Pokemon. We do got Brock Scouting. We have Fez. I don't really want to play Fez currently, but let's see. Oh, this is an Iono's deck. Interesting. Interesting. I'll play down the Fez. And Scalding Steam. Flip Tails? Maybe? Yes. Awesome. So they'll take another 20 at the end of their turn. And then I don't care what they flip next turn because I'll just Scalding Steam them again. And yeah. Iono's Voltorb is kind of a good attacker. It's actually one of the best attackers Iono has. So I'm fully expecting them to Levincia, sorry. Levincia. Ultra Ball. You know, I used to live in a city called Valencia. You would think I would be able to pronounce this super easy, but I didn't. I can't. And I don't know why. So Brock Scouting, that's going to get us probably another Volcanion and a Magmar, I think. So they got Iono's Wattrol with that. They get their 2 lightning energy back. Do they attach any? They do. They attach 1 to Voltorb. Okay. I'm wondering if they have Belly Bolt in hand. And like a Professor's Research. Okay, there's Jacques. So we know they have Lightning Energy and then 2 evolutions. And then there's 2 other cards. What could those 2 other cards be, though? Like, it could be like Professor's Research. Maybe they don't need it because they got the Kilowattrel. They're retreating the Voltorb. That's interesting. To save their Voltorb? Strange. Very. Alright, it's our turn. What do we top deck? Jamming Tower. Let's play that. Because Levincia is not going to help us, like, at all. So we'll grab another Volcanion and we'll grab a Magmar. Sadly, no fire energy. That hurts. That hurts. That does slow us down a bit. But we will go ahead and scald them, get 20 down. Maybe they flip another Tails. No, they flip heads this time. I mean, it was bound to happen eventually. So there is Iono's Belly Bolt. There's the Kilowattrel. They do have a lightning energy in hand, so they can attach to the Kilowattrel, use its ability to draw up, and Iono's Belly Bolt allows them to attach as much energy as they want. So it's not too scary for them to be discarding all this. Plus, Levincia can recover, but they don't have that currently, so... Alright, they Super Rod back in the lightning energy. That's questionable? Well, no, I guess it just gives you one extra hand slot to draw up for. So let's see, they would need 3 energy, 1 on here to retreat, and then 2 on here to attack, and that would just be doing the bare minimum attack, right? Or they need 5 to get Belly Bolt EX to attack, you know? You know? I wonder if like Lively Stadium and Protective Goggles would just be better in this deck. Okay, they put 2 energy down. 1 on Kilowattrel, 1 on Iono's Belly Bolt. Iono, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, maybe not. Alright, they're retreating the Iono's Kilowattrel for the Belly Bolt. Do they have the knockout? Oh, dang, that's rough if they've got the knockout right here. If they seriously drew 3 lightning energy up, if they seriously drew 1 lightning energy off that Iono, they've got it. Oh no. That's not good. I might throw Magmar in to be KO'd rather than Volcanion. But we do have Jamming Tower to... Oh, they had Earthen Vessel. So yeah, now they've got KO. For sure. Well, they can't attack next turn. Unless they double switch. Whoa! One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be 6. That'd be 140. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna regret, but I'm gonna try. Jamming Tower, Magmortar, Mela. Attach that one to the active, and then draw 2. We get another one. Sweet. And Fez. Flip the script. Draw up. And we get 1 for next turn. Awesome. And Scalding Steam. Now I could switch out of the active here to try to save Volcanion, but they only have 2 cards, about to be 3. Oh, they do have 1 on Kilowattrel, so I am going to do that. Switch to Magmortar, and end turn. They heal. Not that big of a deal. They're going to get out of the active anyways. Kilowattrel. Oh man, they got the draw engine on twice now, right? It doesn't limit it to only using it once per turn, right? Alright, so Voltorb comes down. So right now they're doing 140. They can use Kilowattrel's ability. Wow, they had just lightning energy? Okay, so you see how I'm struggling with this. If I could get this into the active. I don't have anything to do that though, dang. Because that would be 160 plus the 50, that would be 210, plus burn, that would be 20 more, that would be 230. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to get the knockout. But, you know. Aww, look at that art. I overlooked this art before. I cannot overlook it anymore. That is awesome. Awesome art. Holy cow. Did they use this ability? Yeah, they did. Okay. Boss's orders! That's what we call GG's there. So we had... Against the water deck, we did phenomenal. Against the lightning deck, yeesh. we top deck an Ultra Ball. That Ultra Ball is going to go search for... Let's get rid of those two. What do you think? Of course, you already know it is a Volcanion EX right there. Let's throw that in. We got the Fire Energy there. We got the Mela here. Boom. Draw up. We get another Fire Energy. Let's flip the script. If we get double switch, I might. No, okay. I was saying I might like put the Volcanion up, burn the Voltorb, and then put it back, but nope. That would have been... That does get us a knockout, but no, that's silly. That is silly. That's beyond silly, Landon. Stop it. Yeah, I see no route to victory here. Yeah, and that's game. That's game. Well, you saw me win one. You saw me lose one. Let me know what you would change about the deck. Work in progress indeed. Can we make Volcanion good? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you, especially those that stick around all the way to the end here. Yeah, do all the YouTube stuff. Trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before my birthday. That would be one heck of a birthday present for me. So let's get that moving. And of course, until next time, keep playing Jank.